few more works to do on the case. So this cylinder is leaking a little bit, so I have a small amount of oil on the floor. It's not that bad, but I like it to be clean. This cylinder is a single action. So there's one hose connecting to the cylinder. There's no more hoses connecting to that. So that's only this hose. So what it does, it pushes oil into that cylinder, which push actually the rod. So you would mind maybe there's a piston inside, there's no piston at all. The only seals that you will see is in that area, no other seal. We'll be able to change the seal on site. We'll not need to dismantle the cylinder much. Obviously inside there's a wiper, actually there's a wiper and a guide at the opening. And inside at the bottom of the rod there's also a guide that will slide against the cylinder body. So the leaking is at the opening, obviously it's not leaking at the quick connect. This is a 2 inches rod that is a full solid steel. And the body is also quite heavy. I think the cylinder itself is well over 75 pounds. So we're not going to disconnect that from the tractor. We're just going to unhook the top link and lift it vertical, and we'll be able to change the seal at this point. So when you see the front wheel lifting from the ground when I'm pushing something, it's only a matter of momentum with that pivot point. It's not downward pressure at all. So that's why I could not back drag that much with the bucket. It's only based on the weight of the front end loader. It's no pressure from the cylinder at all. So there's only one thing that makes the front end loader to lower is gravity. And believe me, when it's well below freezing point outside, it takes a while for the front end loader to lower. Stick around. Let's go. Yes, sir. That's it for now. Now at this point we're going to have the seal to go through over the top, so that's why we did sand a little bit. So we have to make sure there's absolutely no burrs around these this hole whatsoever, because the seal is going to scratch automatically. Now we have a circlip inside which may retain all that bushing inside that we're going to remove. Okay. Okay.
Bon.
Un peu plus comme ça.
Joe, il est parti par là.
Okay. Now at this point, we need to be just a little bit lucky so that it wants to pop out. Please, 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 please. Now that's where you have to wear a safety lens, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. And we're going to tie that rag here so that we're not going to.
You want this bucket?
No, it should be okay, but this one will avoid to have too much oil. Please, please. So you have two choices. Either you pull all the ram out to have this to pull out, or you rely on some kind of luck. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, wipe this first here.
Oh. That's good.
And it's in.
I think I received Some in my face. Well,
Did you get any on your screen?
I have some in my glasses. I will clean it.
Yeah, fine.
Let's see.
Okay. Okay, now that's the wiper itself only. And now that's the seal here. We have.
It's a tough bugger.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Ah.
Wow.
Et voila. Okay. Now we have. So this is what guides the cylinder rod, the piston rod or the rod itself into the cylinder. There's one O-ring outside and there's one inside, so only one outside, two O-rings, and that's it. And there's the wiper. So as you can believe, we have to have them out. So why doing that vertical is that we don't need not to empty all the oil and most likely not to have too much of purging the air. Now we have to clamp this down, make sure that it doesn't fall down. Yeah. Oh, we can do it, yeah, sure. Just release the tension there.
Release the tension.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yep, I may be taking a pail.
We're just doing a purge.
Okay, like this. Yeah. Again.
It's an only process.
Are we there yet, or is it going to? Is it bottom out? Now it's bottom out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Already.
We've been both baptized.
We're just not quite sure what the video will be. Should it be how to or how not to? In my recollection, the last time I did that, it was not that much bad.
Because I'm here, Joe, that's why.
Okay, now that's how not to or how to. Okay. I'll remove this one. So that's why you have to have a very nice surface here. We're going to. Okay. Ta-da! So you can see the inner part of the seal. So that's a square seal on each side and a round seal inside. So I'm going to change only the O-ring inside and the O-ring outside. Okay, that's basically the seals. The old one, new one, old one, new one, outside and inside. Okay, that's one is done. Okay, now we are going to lift that so that we can lower that. Okay.
Whoops! Yeah.
Whoops, what?
Ouais, c'est vraiment là au bout.
It's kind of important.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, and not like this. Now we have that seal that have to go through. So that's the tough part. Yeah.
Et bon! That's it.
Cool. Good stuff. Okay, next thing is this small plug that I think that you see. This is small NPT plugs. So the purpose of that plug is to drain the air.
Oh.
And we're going to do that on both sides at the same time. Don't know why my gloves are kind of greasy. Let's go out. Why? Stay.
Stay.
Okay, if you take a look, if I have that movement, and you see on the other side, you see both sides, so that's air. So the only way to drain the air, you would say cycle the cylinder, but the air bubble will always stick to the upper part because it's, again, only one hose at the bottom, no hose at the top. So we're going to loosen this until there's some oil leaking out, so that means the air is being purged. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And by the way, there's a good amount of air being trapped. Oh, one more thing, you might wonder, is it on float, is it on, is the valve open? Actually on a case like this one, the valve is always locked. So as soon as I close or shut down the engine, no more hydraulic pressure, there's no way I can move any cylinder on that tractor. That's it's an interlock system, so it's almost a fail-safe device that I cannot lower the loader even if I want, unless that I have hydraulic pressure. That's the only way to release pressure on this one. So I'm using the 6 pins socket because I don't want to strip that plug. Oh, by the way, this is a new ratchet I just got. As you can see, made in USA, and my bet is that it's maybe older than my grandfather. Okay. So there's only that part that can be still loaded with air. I'm going to go with that for now. Yes. I'm going to go the other side. That's pretty much what I could gain from that. So again, if I did lean the cylinder on its side and on a small incline, I could be able to drain most of the air inside. But again, each and every time I put that loader on float and the loader arm rise, then it can introduce air inside. Anyways, it's kind of a impossible solution, or at least that I know. If you ever know a trick on how to avoid the air to come inside of that cylinder, please let me know. But so far the problem is that you have a little bit bouncy loader, not much more than that. Most of you have seen me operating that loader, and so far it doesn't seem to be a problem. Don't you think, Dave?
Oh, I agree.
as you just saw, this is the proof it's a single action cylinder. So on the lever for the valve, I have a let's see, I don't know if they call it kick valve or something like that, that you kind of snap into actually the float. So when I put that in the float, then I can retract the cylinder, but I do have to do it by hand. That's cool because I had Dave, otherwise you push one cylinder and the other goes up and that's a mess. So I'm pretty happy with what we get there. Seems good. So, yeah, seems good to me. So we're going to hook that to the loader now. Okay. Okay, if you wonder how do I grease the pin, the quick answer is never.
Never.
Okay, do we put grease? Oh, there's some kind of residues of grease. Huh? Is it that?
Yes, it is.
Okay, if you wonder, but is it going to wear down?
Oh.
After 57 years, seems so good.
It's on space.
Um,
Can we put a bushing or something?
Yeah, that's right. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe you could put a bushing.
There's a bushing between there and...
Oh, no way. That's 1/8. One.
Whoops!
Sorry. Yeah. That's 1 inch. What's that pin then?
3/4?
That's 7/8.
Oh!
I'm going to order a bushing. 1 inch outside and 7/8 of an inch inside, and that will prevent the cylinder to be make some burrs around the hole. Actually, it was pretty much good, and it did work. Did it work a little bit, that tractor, in the last few years?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm confident it will make some years again. So that's where it's really easy when you have a good buddy to help you. Good.